Hello, guys. I hope you all are doing well. See, for any scheme that comes out, the first thing that we need to know is why is that scheme required? What impact will it give? Then we would need to know that how will they give that impact, that is the implementation strategy, and then the final one, as in when and what outcomes would we see after this is implemented. The same thing is what we're going to discuss with the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. So watch it till the end to know the detailed analysis of it. As we all know, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana has been taken out, has been started, and it is the first thing that we need to know is it's under the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. So this is can be important to us when we study for our food processing industry that we will have when we study economics. And these schemes can also be important because sometimes UPSC asks you directly. They will give you the scheme and they will ask you some question, or maybe what are the challenges or what are the implementations. So it's not just that we need to know a scheme so that we can write answers well. You need to know the scheme also, so that if you're asked about that scheme, you're able to write on that. So this is one important scheme that can hold importance in various parts. So I'm covering this. This is Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana by Ministries of Fishery, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. This was released in May 2020. Like I said, what is the scheme? To bring about blue revolution through sustainable and responsible development of fisheries. So one thing is clear. First of all, blue revolution thing we'll study when we study economics nicely, because it's in that part, the theoretical part of that portion. And secondly, if you're asked questions in blue revolution, you can use this scheme as an enhancement for your answer. Second thing, what is it? That fisheries and aquaculture important source of food, nutrition, employment and income in India. So where all can you use the scheme? Where all can you use this portion whenever you're asked for the question of food, nutrition, employment and income? Now, I'm not saying that you can use it anywhere, kahin bhi chipka do. No, this is not the way. But if you're asked about food or maybe about health of India, how can you improve the health? You can say how is the government implementing? We can use this scheme as an example for saying that yes, this scheme has been implemented, because this will enhance the portion, this will enhance the fisheries and the aquaculture, which in the indirect turn is helpful in the food sector or nutrition or employment and income. So this is one answer. And then fish being an affordable and rich source of animal protein can be the healthiest option. So this is another. This is the overall data that we can use when we are writing our answers. See, I don't go for data and mug it up right now. See, if I am giving it for the next year, September and June, I would go for the data. I would, update my datas by March or by April, so that after that I can mug up. So for now, we just have to look into the theoretical part. The data, the facts and the figures, we can look at it later, but this is important, so we know that next time if we have any such scheme, we would take out the datas from there. So, and this is important. Why? Because the GVA of fisheries sector in the national economy is so and so. So this is an important part. Why? Because it constitutes 1.2% of the total national GVA. So this is an important part. Now, what will it do? It will address the critical gaps in fish production, productivity, quality, technology, post-harvest infrastructure, management, modernization, strengthening. So with blue revolution, it is also helpful in the fish production. So if you have any question regarding aquaculture, fish, marine life, anything, this can be a very important scheme in it. So what is it? Implementation strategy. What is the implementation strategy? See, this is an umbrella scheme. This is an umbrella scheme with two separate components, namely the central sector scheme and the centrally sponsored scheme. Comment down if you know the difference between both of them. We'll discuss it soon. And then this is further segregated into the non-beneficiary. So this centrally sponsored scheme is segregated into the non-beneficiary oriented and beneficiary oriented subcomponents, and thus we see that this is an umbrella scheme that would be implemented with two separate components. And also this has been approved at a total estimated investment, and then will be implemented in all the states and union territories for a period of 5 years. So this is the implementation strategy that they are going to follow. It is the cluster or area based approach which would be followed with requisite forward and backward linkages and end-to-end solutions. Now, what are the objectives? What are the objectives of this scheme and how will it help? See, harnessing of the fisheries potential, that is enhancement of the fish production and in a sustainable, responsible, inclusive and equitable manner. Note that here also they are using inclusive. Then enhancing of fish production and productivity through expansion, intensification, diversification and productive utilization. So all of this can be important. And then we also have modernizing, strengthening of the value chain, doubling fishers and fish farmers' incomes and generation of employment, thus enhancing the productivity in aquaculture from whatever the national average is today. We are also getting the reduction of the post-harvest losses and increase in the contribution of GVA of fisheries sector that we've already discussed when we were looking into this portion. So this is what are the objectives of the scheme. Let's look into the beneficiaries. See, fishers, fish farmers, fish workers, fish vendors, fisheries development corporations, fisheries cooperatives, federations, entrepreneurs, private firms, self-help groups, fish farmers, producer organizations, SC, ST, women, differently abled persons, state government duties and the entities including the central government and its entities. All of these people would be the beneficiaries of this scheme. Also, these are some major outcomes that this scheme is supposed to give. This scheme is thought to be giving us. So, this would be best if we take out some of the facts and figures from here. If possible, we will add it in our examination. And the implementation strategy, as I said, umbrella scheme, all done. Then it recognizes the roles of the states and the union territories. It would maintain a fine balance between production and productivity activities. And then while enhancing fish production and productivity, it continues to be one of the key objectives of PMMSY. Thrust would also be given for quality, sustainability standards and traceability in fisheries sector. Then it would create a conducive environment for private sector participation, which is important. And then implementing to the extent possible cluster or area based approaches, as I said, to enhance the competitiveness of fisheries sector, facilitate economies of scale, greater higher income, accelerate growth and expansion of the sector in an organized manner. And as I said, when it was saying the central sector scheme and the centrally sponsored scheme, see, central sector scheme is something where the central government does all the funding. The 100% funding is done by the central government, but the beneficiaries are both center and the states. However, in centrally sponsored scheme that they have, it is divided, the funding is divided in the center and the states. It can either be 60 and 40 or it can either be 60 and 40 or it can also be 90 and 10. What is the difference? The difference is that in northeastern and Himalayan states, 90% is the center and 10% is the states, and in other states, 60% is the center and 40% is the states, and union territories have 100% of central share. This is the difference between central sector scheme and centrally sponsored scheme, and this with the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana by Government of India, Ministries of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. This can be important to us when we write our answers.